Good evening, everyone. Hopefully everybody's having a great day or night, wherever it is that they are. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna get everything kicking off here in just a couple of minutes, but I'm gonna check in with the chat here first. Hopefully everybody's able to hear me. We're not having any kind of crazy audio issues or anything. I don't think so. Everything seems to be working at the moment. Let's see. T-Rex Lapis, welcome back. How's it going? Aether, MC Smick, Rhapsody. A lot of familiar faces tonight. I just want to say thank you everyone who is or has continued to be a stream regular. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Beans, how's it going? Primrose, Tony Vincent, how's it going? Let's see, what are people saying? The bow is beautiful. I'm assuming you're talking about Simulcra or Aqua Simulcra or however you say that. Yeah, it is really cool. It's definitely a cool weapon. Panda, hey bud, how's it going? Welcome. Thanks for being here too. Zerosian, how's it going? All right. Also double checking on my my microphone. I've remixed some things, so if I'm a little quiet, you guys let me know. I am trying to dial that in a little bit. As of late, I've been kind of on a kick with trying to fix some goofy things with the audio that was kind of driving me crazy. But now I've kind of got, I think I've got a lot of that dialed in, so I think we should be good. In theory, but yeah, if I'm too quiet, too loud, any of that stuff, let me know and I can work on balancing it here to fully dial in the settings. So just let me know and we'll see what needs to be done. Super Panda, you want to physically harm yourself for losing the weapon banner? Yeah, I losing it twice. Yeah, so if it makes you feel any better at all, so I did my rolls off stream last night because, well, I wasn't actually anticipating. I wasn't anticipating I don't know why. I thought it was going to be tonight, not last night. So I wasn't anticipating it being up late last night. And I just wasn't in a position to get on and stream last night and kind of get on and do the Yelan stuff right then and there. But I went ahead and did my rolls and got the character established. And I lost the 50-50 on the character. I got a Kaching, actually. And then I went and rolled for the weapon after I did finally get her on the next run around, and then I lost the 50-50 on that and got yet another Primordial Jadewing Spear, and then got the weapon on the one after that. And then I went, I had like 30 or 40 rolls or something like stored up on the standard banner, so I went and I did those and got yet another Kaching. So now my Kaching is C6. So that's unexpected and hilarious, and I haven't had that character built in quite some time. One of these days I need to rebuild her. Yeah, so there's the thing about that. But yeah, so I've got Yelan. She's all set up, relatively speaking anyways. So let's go ahead and run through what I've done with the build for the character so far. I'm not certain that this is where I'm going to stop either. I think I'm going to be continuing to try to change things around, but I want to see if everybody else kind of agrees. I'd love to hear some feedback on how it's working versus what you guys have, and what you're seeing and thinking is working well for her. I think, and you guys might have to agree with me if I'm, tell me if I'm wrong here. Feel free to disagree. I kind of feel like Yelan is almost like a ninja way of trying to make Yoimiya relevant, because I feel like these two characters synergize well. Because Yoimiya kind of needs to be on screen to produce active damage or active pyro damage, and Yelan's burst can facilitate constant vaporize for that. So I kind of feel like Yelan is like retroactively trying to make Yoimiya better. She's been, yeah, Panda, I agree. I feel like I kind of feel like that is what they're kind of going for there with that. New set, Yelan and Yunjin. Yeah, so obviously like Yunjin and Yelan both have like this bonus for having multi-elemental parties as well, where the more different elements you have, the more power you get out of it as well. I'm still working on understanding the nuance of how that works with Yelan, but we'll kind of figure it out. So here's what I've done with her so far. At the moment, because her elemental burst seems to be the way to go. That said, I do still kind of want her to have some normal attack damage, but using Yelan or Yoimiya in the group, it might not be as important that Yelan has all of that. So I could be making some adjustments here. I've got her running Emblem of Severed Fate so that her elemental burst damage really goes up a lot here. But I have noticed good damage output from her E anyways. Her talents are already 10s across the board, so she's already leveled up here, and I've been seeing really good results from having triple 10'd her. So that seems like it was worth it. I do have the banner weapon. Like I said, I went through a little bit of pain to grab that. But you know, I wanted to make sure that I could test out everything with that. So, you know, I didn't hold short on that. So at the moment, I've pretty much focused traditional damage dealer build. But seeing as how so many, like for one, like I have some other thoughts here that I may need to prepare alternative off pieces for, just to see if it ends up working out better. So for instance, right now, I have her Sans as an attack Sans. It hit a lot of crit damage and a lot of energy recharge, which is enticing, being that I'm using a Emblem of Severed Fate set, but it's attack. So, you know, attack is going to even out everything, but it doesn't really play into her passives, which is basing, scaling on HP, and it doesn't play into the Emblem of Severed Fate, which gives scaling for energy recharge. So I kind of need to see if I can maybe build some pieces really quick tonight and see if I can see a rebalance here. But I would love to hear if any of you guys here in the stream have tried other Sans. If you've tried ER, if you've tried HP, let me know. I'd love to hear what your results are with that based on what you see with mine doing here. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, obviously, like, these two pieces always have to be what they are. Got a Hydra bonus on set, which is really surprising, which is why my off piece is a Sans. And then crit damage, which I think hit crit rate only once. So I would like to be able to replace this, but I just don't have the pieces sitting around like this. This one's on my Shogun, so I'm definitely not taking that one from her. I didn't really want to use this one either. Like, yeah, okay, I'd get a lot more crit rate, but I'm not dissatisfied with 60% crit rate anyways. So let's see. You love your room setup, but do you guys prefer computer or like PlayStation or Xbox? I prefer PC, but I do have a PS5. But kind of nuanced game opportunities there. So your thing with Emblem is the thought that she would have ER issues, and I'm only running 150 ER and finding that she doesn't have too many issues. Agreed. So I've got like 140 and some change, I think like 143. But a lot of the times whenever I finish up a pass on enemies, her burst is, oh yeah, 147. Her burst is already recharged again at the end. So I've not had too big of an issue with ER through testing that I've done so far. So yeah, I would generally have to agree. You're tempted to try 2 Millilith 2 Emblem over 4. Interesting. So that you pick up the ER on that, and 2 Millilith. Oh god, what is Millilith 2-piece bonus? I can't even think of what it is at the moment. Is that HP, right? It's like 20% HP, so you're just trying to pick up the extra health. I was frustrated trying to get her weapon as well. Lost the 50-50 twice. Oof. Well, that means you're on a epitomized path now, Dark Shard, but obviously don't do that unless you really can't afford to do that. You run HP Sand. Crit damage, hat, hydro, cup at around 55-125 ratio, 250 ER. She's been very comfy to play. Interesting. What kind of, Tal, what kind of damage are you seeing per hit on her elemental burst with that setup, out of curiosity? TH, feel free to check my Yelan for my set. Noted. Yelan is very ER hungry at C0. Emblem set with 180 plus with a weapon. I haven't really had a problem with it much so far, but we'll see. I do have Elegy Warpaint, but I've never built it. It's just kind of sitting here. And I don't really know that I want to use it just because this crit damage is so alluring, and it also gives her HP, which builds into her other scaling. All right, so let's get out to some of the better testing zones. Just kind of do some quick toss up on some of the basic enemies out here, and just kind of see how things are rolling with and without certain buffs, and see what we're seeing here. Around 6-7K. You think LG bow have too much ER? Would like more crit? Yeah, that's generally how I feel about it too. I feel like ER is frequently overplayed to where, you know, people are over relying on that. That was like 7 or 8. I can't even recall exactly what that was because I couldn't tell it for sure. Okay, 20k on that's not too bad. 11 from a base tap on that. It's kind of weak, but I don't think either of those were crits either. So let's go over here and get a couple more enemies involved. I think you're really supposed to do it like this.
Busted.
Oh yeah, that was a lot better. Yeah, that was all much better. All right, let's get our burst going here and see what I pick up from this. Okay, I'm seeing what, an average of about 9k from those shots from just Yelan's contribution to it. 6k, 6k, 6k. So that's like 6k before the weakening on these enemies. Interesting. It's half 3 in the morning, and I managed to join by putting on alarms to wake you up, C3. Ah, that is dedication, bud. Thanks for being here. You've had some crazy stories for what you've had to go through to make it to some of the streams, but I definitely appreciate it. You've done some craziness. I haven't tried this with Bennett attacks yet either. I need to try it with Bennett's burst up and kind of see what kind of damage numbers that causes her to put up to. You've managed to get a total of 12k per tick on the burst. What kind of buffs are you pulling with that, or is that just like raw with no add-ons?
Take it easy. Gotcha.
I keep doing that out of order. 13k.
Wind strike.
Let's see. 17 on that. It's not too bad. What I need to do is kind of solidify like the mechanics of the ordering of things. I feel like because she has the passive where, you know, you can see with her bracelet that her charge shot is like ready to go. You know, like that's kind of like a handy reminder to open with that, so you can come in and then already pre-weaken them with your water attack before you start doing anything else crazy. And then sometimes you'll just auto recharge that. Oh, I need to actually use it. There we go. Let's go ahead and swap over to Yoimiya so that I can pick up some extra damage from that. Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps to enhance Yoimiya's output, that's for sure, because you get all those extra vaporized applications. Oh, I tapped that wrong. Zhongli, Shield, and Viridus, and Venerer, that really it. Okay, noted. Let's see what we get just from a basic charge from that. That was definitely a non-crit. I think her basic, her normals, looks like if the normals crit, like her normals aren't too shabby without, you know, any kind of add-ons or anything. A couple hours or so, sometimes more or less. How long am I going to be streaming? Probably, so tonight I'm thinking probably about an hour, maybe hour and a half tops. Just because I got some things I need to do in the morning. I didn't want to be up super late, and I've already been up since super early this morning, so I'm trying not to overburn the candle at both ends right now, even though that is kind of a typical thing for me to do. Let's see what I get with that. Oh. Well, I had the Bennett burst going there, but I don't know that. Okay, 12k. I'll just go ahead and keep shooting these guys from here just to get them to come over here for now.
Take it easy.
That missed. Okay, 37k from that with just Viridescent Venerer on the E. That's not too bad at all. I'm thinking what I'm gonna need to do is get her out to 25k on that. That definitely was a crit. I think I need to get her out to if they respawn. Get her out to the quad. The Quad Guardians area, because I did kill them earlier today to test something. Let's see. Also, her burst does not scale off her attack at all, so I really don't think Bennett will do her much good. That's a good point. Which might make me want to pull in somebody else for that. You're not wrong. That makes me wonder who would be better, as you know, from a healing standpoint. You know, I've also got Pyro Res going right now, which helps for Vaporize, but so I mean that's the main reason to have Bennett here is to, you know, beef up the Vaporize from Yoimiya, not necessarily for the boost of Yelan, but we'll see. Like I said, I got some things I need to work through here. Don't really see the ER problem. Yeah, no, I mean, I haven't been witnessing a big problem with her ER. Even at 147, which, you know, by a lot of people's standards would be low, I haven't really noticed much of an issue with it, you know, not wanting to come back within a reasonable amount of time. So we'll see.
Game's up. Time's over. Gotcha.
All right. Well, I got all that going, so let's throw some of this down, get rid of these guys on the front side here. Oh, okay. Well, that I killed those guys pretty quick. I wouldn't mind, you know, ditching Bennett for this group just so that I you know, I have easier access to heals. But it may not even really be necessary. We'll see. 40k E raw, 14k burst raw. That's actually solid. And that was with what kind of stats are you putting down for that? What was my luckiest summon on a banner during your time playing on Genshin? Mine was when I got Yamiko on 110 pull. I think I got Albedo on like my second. I think that was the luckiest I've ever gotten. And I've still never had a double pull. That has never happened for me. I've never gotten more than a single 5-star in a single pull. I've gotten a 5-star and then gotten another one in the next, but never the same character, never like limited characters twice. Honestly, my luck has been pretty consistently trash, if I'm very honest. Like, I'll be like, oh, that was kind of good luck, I guess. So jealous of you all right now. It's a problem. Anyone got Yelan Constellation? They don't mind sharing. Yeah, I don't have any of them. Yeah. I have zero constellations on my Yelan. Do you think visions make the elements or pull them out of the environment? Interesting. So I think visions make the elements. I don't think they pull them out of the environment. I think, you know, that if they pulled them out of the environment, that would be more like alchemical. But we haven't really seen any reason to think that that is the case, where like that's what Albedo does with some of his stuff, but not necessarily all-inclusive visions, I don't think. All right, let's see if I can get these guys rounded up a little bit better. Oh, missed. You can knock that crap off. All right. Hopefully that one doesn't try to shoot me in the back. Ah. Okay, well, we're okay for now. Oh, missed that. Cool, got him. Nope. Okay. Almost lost it.
Teamwork is strength.
I don't think they can hit me like that. No, I don't think they can. Okay.
Clouds high. The birds.
Let's see how this goes. Standing in a Bennett circle with Yelan's burst going. If any of these things start spinning on me, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble, though. Okay. Definitely still putting out a lot of damage. I really can't complain about that too much. I've seen it go a hair better in the past, but it wasn't bad.
Quietly now.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't bad. Nobody died, so I can't really complain about that. You know, I kind of wonder if Pyronado wouldn't be better serving, but like that would be basing the party more on Yelan as opposed to, you know, the combination of Yelan's burst with Yoimiya. Interesting. Let's see. HP Sands, HP Goblet. Interesting. 2-piece Tenacity, 2-piece Heart of Depth. Okay, so you're leaning full into, what is that, HP Hydro and her passives. Interesting. Have I done the new Archon quest? No, I haven't had any time to do that yet. I'm going to hopefully be working on that some tomorrow. Had really good blessings with my first copy of 4-star and subsequents, but pretty dodgy when I pull for 5 stars. Noted. I just managed to hit 96k E. All good. 96k. Wow. That is a spicy E for sure, bud. Got Yelan on 110 pull, which honestly really surprised me since my pity went back to 0 due to getting Yayamiko, but sadly it was a hassle to get Yelan's weapon. Hey, well, look at it this way, because you got her so fast, you had plenty of funds on hand for her weapon. I had a lot on hand when I started and still had to dig, which I was pretty frustrated about. Like I said, I lost the 50-50 on both the weapon and the character. There's a lot of lore about blank or faded visions when their owners die and such, and can be rekindled, and we know people can leave their visions like Diluc, but is there anything on destroying? So I mean, from what it looks like visions can't be destroyed so far as we know, or at least nobody's managed to successfully do it. Oh, tried to get that shot off before he punched me. Did not work out. Alright, well, you can put that shield up before I kill you. That's fine. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, well, he's weakened on water now, so it should get some decent vaporizes. Yeah, he definitely died nice and fast. I don't know, I feel like I can definitely tweak this up. I'm kind of, you know, I'm seeing the damage that's going up. It's not bad. Certainly the E is not bad. HP Goblet is interesting, might be worth a try. Your friend got Yelan at 15 pity after C2 Ayaka. Nice. And seriously forgot about game mechanics, huh? Yelan can hit massive E nukes. Yeah, she definitely can. Her E is like I've seen like around 60k, I think, so far with what I'm seeing right now. But what I'm thinking is I might need to push you know, maybe some other options. Maybe, you know, leaning full to her elemental burst is not the play, potentially. Let's see if we can just go straight to this.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, that was okay. I've definitely seen better ones. I would like to see a lot more come out of that. I really would. This is not as much damage as I would like to see, which is definitely making me want to rebuild her a little bit and try some different artifacts. So let's see. All right, so I've got a lot of pieces on hand, but I don't know that I really want to. What I don't want to do is go stealing pieces from other characters, but what I do want to see is what I might be able to rebuild. TH, any plans for a stream next week? Maybe. I'm not positive right now. Like, honestly, like, most of my time scheduling is just based on trying to make sure I can get my weekly releases out these days. So if I have a stream, usually it's because of new characters and things like that. Yelan Kit is enjoyable, but I'm saving for Sumeru Archon units now. Can skip 2.8 on pulls. Just want Kuki, Goro, Constellations now on next banner. Fair enough. God forbid her burst vapes hits 30k. Yeah. Mr. Tevat Historia, my guy, only her normal attacks benefit from attack percent. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm seeing as well, because everything scales on HP. And Emblem is just not, I don't know, it just doesn't, I kind of am thinking that, you know, rebuilding for ER at the, like, with Emblem of Severed Fate, I think this needs to be ditched in favor of something like ER or HP. So let's take a look and see what I got for HP to see what I can pull for this. And we'll go from there. This one, actually, this is already a half decent ER piece, but it doesn't have as much crit rate. But it would allow me to immediately see what kind of bump I would see in her elemental burst just based on increasing her ER. So let's see what I get from this, and we'll try that. I was seeing what, like 6-7k ish, so we'll just yeah, let me weaken them first. And I'm not going to press on that because I just want to see what her burst is doing. The initial, oh, okay, that, what did that double the damage of her burst? Okay, that's already not bad. Obviously, like, the goal is not to be leaning on her normals. I'm just trying to test what her elemental burst is producing.
Quietly now.
I did get that recharge on that. All right, so non-weakened this time. Okay, that's definitely still a major uptick. So it seems like the ER definitely better for that, which makes sense because then you're leaning into what makes this particular artifact set tick. Interesting. Teyvat about to get canceled if he doesn't change the goblet. I mean, so I don't know that, like, with a lot of characters, going with the passive bonus on the goblet doesn't necessarily make sense. And especially given that in this case, I'd be trading Hydro for, I suppose, HP. I'm gonna check it out though, because I want to try different things, right? I'm not one to give up on a build immediately, but it definitely seems like attack sands is not the way to go. So ER definitely is working better. I want to look into HP just to see what that does with this. But I'm thinking if I were to go HP on the sands, then like Emblem of Severed Fate goes away, right? Then you want to go with something that's going to give an HP bonus. And then maybe Heart of Depth to take back Hydra bonus on something else. So there's that. But I want to see what an HP Sands will do. So I need to get her burst recharged, but I also need to see if I have an HP Sands on hand and then kind of lean into that as well. So let's see what we have. I do see that this was working pretty nice. What was even my stats with this? Let's take a quick look. 59 with 253 crit damage. So still not bad. 181.5 with the energy recharge. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. And the damage was a bit better, but I think we could still punch up more. But I want to see what is going to be better with this. If her passive lends to more damage, because this will give me a good idea of what build will actually produce better damage. Because if her her passive makes more damage than ER does with the bonus for this armor set or with this artifact set, then we actually could see a compelling reason to change builds entirely. But first I need to see if I have one that already has double crit stats and kind of go from there. I feel like there's no way that I don't have any that have double crit stats by now. Okay, well, there's one right there. Oh, it's already Emblem of Severed Fate. Are you kidding? With I think that's what, close to the max roll or the max roll for that. Okay, let's give that a go. Let's level this up, and hopefully this one doesn't make me want to like go find something to jump on or jump off of after I enhance this. Actually, let's see if I have any artifacts sitting around that I don't mind dumping for it, because I've got a lot of like leveled artifacts that I don't use anymore because they were not as good as ones that I was using previously. I don't really see a good compelling reason to keep this one, but I don't want to throw it just yet. This one was terrible. This one hit crit rate, I think, exactly once and didn't hit anything else. All right, yeah, let's toss this one. I don't like that one at all. I am never going to use that piece. All right. Oh, my God. What? Oh, 15.2% crit rate? What just happened? Oh, my God. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. That's a lot of crit rate, guys. That's a lot of crit rate. Let's see what I get from this last one, though. That is already really good. If this thing hits crit rate or crit damage again, this thing is gonna be ridiculous. If it hits the other two stats, it's still really good. But if it doesn't, come on, please. Oh my God, it hit crit damage. What the hell just happened with this artifact? Oh my God. What? This thing is ridiculous. Oh my God. Crazy. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. All right. Yeah, okay, let's see what the stats ended up being. 70.9 crit rate, 256.3 crit damage for only 127 or 129.7 ER. That's a little on the low side. I think that brings up her HP. Yeah, it brought her HP up from like 26k on my original build to 31. So that should help with some aspects of her kit, because so many aspects of her kit scale off of HP. So you can see here that her skill damage here applies 13.15% max HP. Skill damage here is 40.7% of max HP. So we're already seeing a big turn from there. This also, the more different elements that you have in your party, then you will also see an increase to her max HP, which will help with her passives as well. So that could also be really, really helpful. Let's see. Yeah, the RNG gods were in my favor on that one, for real. What just happened? All right, so I want to see an unboosted E first. So let's try that. Come here. There we go. Okay. That was a lot. 'Cause that was, yeah, that had no bonus at all. That was really high. Okay, that's boosted.
Gotcha.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's a lot of damage. Let's see. Okay, 8.9. So almost 9k without, I think the boosting, the Veritas Inventor only lasts a few seconds anyway. So that was unboosted on that. That was already pretty substantial, but her ER is struggling a little bit. But I did only kill one enemy on that, and I only had 2. So there's probably a reasonable assumption that this could still recharge a bit better in, you know, fighting multiple enemies as opposed to just one. So let's also throw Yoimiya out, and we're gonna bring in Pyronado here just for some off-screen vaporize opportunities here. Yeah. All right, so this is definitely a lot better. But I mean, that was the whole point of the stream, right? Like, that's why I called it, is this enough? It looks like the answer was no, it was not enough. Like, I only had time to build one, which was like, okay, most characters work with this kind of build, so let's see how that works. It's not good enough. This is way better already. Like, a lot better already. And the good, so here's something that's also really nice. Because the artifact that I just rolled, this ridiculous HP artifact, was on set for Emblem of Severed Fate, that means I can now off-piece my Hydra bonus goblet, if I want to be HP without a problem, and keep this if I want to test that. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the chat if you think I should test HP on the goblet as well, just to see if that actually plays into better damage or not. It could. I'll give it a shot. Some people have been saying in the chat that maybe it will. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I want to try it with this first against this group of enemies over here as well. All right, so let's go ahead and just pop that really quick.
One with nature.
All right, make sure everybody's got this.
Quietly now.
Oh, 50k. Okay. That was a lot of damage. This guy. No, get off of me.
Winging it wasn't the best idea. Gotcha.
All right, so that didn't do very much damage. That was weird. Oh. Well, Yelan died. All right, so not a big deal. Should be all right. Just go ahead and get a few really piddly normal attacks in, but that's not what I built her for anyways. I'm gonna definitely need to... I feel like Bennett's gonna need to go. Like, he's not gonna serve this group super great. I feel like weird flex Duluth might be better for this, but, or again, maybe back to Yoimiya, but her normals in the absence of Pyro probably wouldn't be all that effective. But Bennett has to go. I need to draw in, like, I could bring in more HP for Yelan if I replaced Bennett with like a Geo character, maybe. So that also could be quite good. You'll stop pressing. Wait, what are you talking about? You stop pressing, but go 2-piece tenacity, 2-piece heart of depth, and you'll be perfect. I mean, so there you say it like that, but then I have to build like an entirely different artifact set and probably go farming a whole bunch of stuff for that, where I've been farming the emblem domain for a while. So right now I'm probably going to stick with this because I don't really think I have a lot of those other pieces on hand right now to just swap into. I might have some, but even then it'll highly be dependent on substats as to whether or not it ends up being better. So it is definitely worth noting to try it though. You're probably not wrong. All right, so I kind of want to get Bennett out of this group. And honestly, I don't think the pyro resonance is really doing me very much good at all. So I don't have a healer right now with this group. I feel like I need to change something for that. I feel like the off-screen vaporizers would be good, but I don't necessarily need them if I have Yoimiya, because then you're getting Yoimiya's normals. So this would maximize Yelan's HP from her passive at least. So what does she climb up to? 32.7. Okay, it increased it like 1,000. It's not as much as I was hoping to see, but it's not bad either. Replace Bennett with Attack Opera Girl. I have to level her. Yeah, so she would also increase the bonus, right, for having lots of characters of different elements. But she won't really give me quite as many like shielding opportunities. Let's take a quick look. See, I do already have her at 70. Let me actually make her 70. But I want to take a look at her passive to actually see how that fires, because I've never really built her. I haven't been meaning to. She's on the list. All right, so let's see. I think it's this one. Normal. Okay, the normal attack damage bonus granted by flying cloud flat. Okay, so that only impacts. Oh wait, no. This is not the right one, right? Or is it? What am I? Am I thinking of something different then? This increases normal attack damage, but I don't really care. Oh, I mean, I guess it would help Yoimiya if it were her, because then her normal attacks would deal more damage. So that would be interesting. I'm trying to just figure out how that would work. I'd have to build her with I definitely have been picking up a lot of defense artifacts lately. Would Shinobu be good healer support for Yelan? So I'm thinking actually that she might actually be good as a healing support opportunity for her, but we need to wait and see how that character really performs when she actually arrives. Just because, again, the multiple elements opportunity, and then you also get electrocharged running with her. So we'll see. I think that there is some potential to be had there. We'll see. Xingqiu versus Yelan, who is the best utility? Well, I certainly think that Yelan's going to give him a run for his money in that regard. Let me go ahead and shield up here really quick. I'm going to get a boosted E out of this just to see what I can get. Oh, I went underneath him. Oh, that didn't crit. That was real piddly. Oh, come on, man. That was not okay. Well, he killed his own shield. All right, well, let's try again. 40k. Okay, that was a lot better. Okay, so 40k. I don't know that was boosted anymore, but that wasn't bad. I feel like, you know, Xingqiu is more accessible, obviously. I've got a lot of, wait, do I don't have that much ER in this, because I don't think any of her artifacts have very much ER right now. Yeah, 129.7. And, you know, like, so this is, I'm using Emblem of Severed Fate, right? Like, that's the set I have on right now. And it's increasing her elemental burst damage by 25% of her energy recharge. But her energy recharge is super piddly right now. So I feel like my 4-piece bonus is basically being wasted at the moment. Where this is making me want to see how hard it would be for me to go and give her like a 2-piece like tenacity or something, or not tenacity. Yeah, maybe it is tenacity. It's HP. There are 2 sets that give HP now, right? I need to take a look at that really. No, that's not tenacity. This is tenacity. Yeah, okay, 20% HP from those. I don't know that I want to steal any pieces from Zhongli, but I do want to. Oh man, because right now with her build being so low in ER, I really don't feel like the 4-piece emblem set is really working at all. Like, I'm still getting good output from it regardless, but I feel like I'm leaving a lot of elemental burst damage on the table, which is not what I'm trying to do for this character. Like, yes, I do feel like Yelan offers a very unique opportunity though, where you can set her up to deal a shitload of damage through her, just so much damage through her elemental burst if you build her the right way, but you'll still hit like a truck with her E, which a lot of the times you kind of have to pick one or the other. But with her, that doesn't really seem to be the case. Like with a lot of the support type characters, which she kind of seems triggered to be, even though her, you know, it kind of is also setting her up to use her charge shot quite frequently. But with a lot of support type characters, it's designed to either lean on her E or her burst. But on this one, it seems like you get both, which is really interesting. I do like that you can just walk through these enemies like that, which is really cool. That is really nice. Oh, he shielded. Oh, right. Let's just melt him with her really quick. Yeah, I'll just go through that. Whatever. All right. Yeah, this does have me wanting to try some other things here, but yeah, so we're seeing pretty reliable 40k E's. And even her charge shots aren't doing too bad. Walked straight into that, but still got the pop for 34. Come here. All right, so that should trigger the Viridescent Venerer for that. Oh, that missed. Well, whatever. 51k. That is a lot of damage. That is definitely a lot of damage. Just finish him off really quick. All right, so 51k is not bad at all. I'm still very interested in what is going to turn out to be some of the best meta options for her team comps right now. I really feel like this team, outside of like the combination of Yoimiya and Yelan, kind of have low synergy. Like I don't know. Like it just, this synergistically, this team just doesn't, it just doesn't work for me. At least it feels awkward. But maybe it's just because it's, you know, it's new. But yeah, I need to look into some other some of my other pieces to see which ones might be the easiest to replace. Obviously this one ain't going anywhere because this piece is ridiculous. Maybe looking at a HP goblet might be the way to go here. So let's take a look and see what kind of goblets I have. I don't really want to take any goblets from anybody. That's not really ideal. Plus, it looks like most of the HP goblets that I have are kind of trash anyways. I have this one on Toma, who's probably never going to see the light of day, but it's only got one enhancement left on it. It did hit HP, which is not bad. It wouldn't necessarily be the worst. If it hit crit rate on this, it would not be too bad. But the thing I have to remember is that I'm replacing a piece that has 7% crit rate for something that will have less. So I kind of want to, yeah, shots fired at Toma. You're damn right, shots are fired at Toma. That character, he needs work, man. Like I want Toma to be good because I like him as a character. Like I think he's like just like, as somebody who's very interested in the lore of the characters in this game, I find Toma to be really cool. I don't think his character is worth using. I really don't. Xinyan, who? I think Xinyan is a much better character than people credit her for. She also immediately reduces physical resistance on, you know, on enemies, which is really nice, without, you know, having to rely on, you know, what is it? A reaction. So she just produces that effect with her E, which is really nice. Let's see. Come on, crit rate. Nah, no crit rate. I got more HP, so that's something. But I'd take a hit in like 4%. I think crit rate. I mean, if she stays above 50%, I'd probably still be okay with cruising that. So I think for testing purposes, that piece might still be effective enough to try it. Where'd it go? Am I blind? Okay, there it is right there. All right. So let's give this one a go. Let's take a look and see what her stats ended up being. Oh my God. Her crit rate is at 66.6% again. How did that happen again? Because that's what she was when I started with the other build, and then I've changed pieces and I ended up at 66.6 again. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. Her hydro bonus damage is now down at 0. Nothing special there at all. She's got almost 40k max HP now, though. Toma is a disgrace of a kit. He's Warpaint. He's definitely not good. Which sucks because like I really wanted him to be a good character because he's just like I said, he's just an interesting character to me. But yeah. So we're about to learn whether or not Hydro Goblet is better than HP Goblet, but we'll see. Traditionally, sticking with the Elemental Goblets is better. Whether or not that still applies to this character remains to be seen. Let me actually knock this one on the butt so that he doesn't get up.
Quietly now.
48k? I feel like I was doing around, what, 50 before. So let's see what I get with the burst damage. 12k with the burst, 11k, 8k. So it went back to 8. I honestly don't know that that was better. I'm going to want to try that on a couple more enemies, but I don't know that that was better than just having the Hydro Goblet. So I'd probably end up keeping my off piece as that and changing the other 2 pieces to get like a tenacity of the Millilith or something like that. I don't know that just based on the fact that I don't have very much ER available to me, I don't know that I could replace those, the 2-piece Emblem of Severed Fate that easily. But we'll see. In order to get more damage from her burst, I'd want to continue to increase her HP, or get a set that will give me more burst damage. I think what Noblesse only does that with 4-piece bonus, right? Not from the 2-piece. I think that adds. Oh God, what is it on? Oh, it is on elemental burst damage. Interesting. So you could go like 2-piece Noblesse, 2-piece Elemental, 2-piece Noblesse, or yeah, 2 Noblesse, 2-piece Millilith, and that would also increase a lot of her elemental burst damage, or her elemental burst damage by quite a bit. But Heart of Depth would give you Hydro, which would also be really good. So that's interesting. And it would apply to her E still. So you would keep punching up your E damage. So I really am starting to think that this 2-piece Millilith, 2-piece, the 2 Millilith, 2 Hydro is going to be the way to go. I think, what is it, EOS in the chat was, I think, definitely right. It seems like the numbers is moving that way. You bet TH is older than Toma. So we don't know how old Toma is, saying. But yeah, I'm probably older than Toma. I built Toma during the break. I agree his shield is just okay and does low damage, but he does make the game harder, which is also fun. Why would you do that to yourself? Why? Anyways, yeah, I'm thinking, I don't think that this actually produced more damage than the other way around, with the Hydro bonus goblet, but I want to get out and do some damage to some other enemies here. God, I haven't done my dailies yet. I need to do that. Where would be some more good enemies to test on? Let's see. Okay, we can go out here to the beach. There's usually a lot of samurais and stuff out here. Samurai TH, you love to complain about being old. Of course you are. I mean, it's a thing, man. All right, poor Tevot. I know, right? What did I ever do to you? Toma was a teen a decade ago, so late 20s. Is he really supposed to be that old? Interesting. I don't know that I was tracking that. All right.
Gotcha.
All right, so that didn't crit and did really pathetic damage, but she is Hydro anyways. All right, so this should keep her her Hydro resistance nice and low. Oh my God, well that wasn't bad at all. Okay, that just didn't crit, which was very unfortunate. Let's see if I can just lock her down with this. That's not what I'm trying to do. Almost got her burst back. 29. Very average damage against this kind of enemy. It's not really obviously the ideal character for working with her. You know what? I wonder if you can get out of this prison with her E. Oh, it went away before. Come here.
Busted.
All right. Yeah, that was kind of piddly, but she's not the best enemy to be fighting with Yelan anyways. 3 pulls, no Yelan, 24 pity. Ouch. What bow do you have on her? I have her banner bow. Just teasing you, Teach. I know you are, bud. I mean, you could be a teen a decade ago and be 23. That's also true.
Take it easy.
All right, let's see. 30k on the 2 of them. That wasn't bad at all. Okay, let's go ahead and throw this up here. Just see what we're getting from this without adding anything. Yo, dude, come on, stop blocking everything. I mean, that's not bad. 9. Yeah, I mean, we're seeing like between 9 and 12 unboosted. I need to go back to the Hydro one for the next group and kind of see what I'm seeing for the... I saw, what, 30k, like right at 30k for her E. And then... Oh, wrong window. And then like 8 or 9 to 12 for her burst hits, again, unboosted. So let's swap that back to her other one. Toma's got it right now. All right. Oh, I really did. I'm kind of surprised that tap and hold don't seem to have different cooldowns. Or maybe they do. Hang on, let's take a look. 'Cause that seemed like it was a long cooldown for accidentally tapping that. Okay, let's see. Max duration hold 3 seconds. Cooldown, no, it's just 10, no matter what. So whether you tap or hold, interesting. All right. Let's go for unboosted again. I want to see what the E is going to strike for, and then let's see if I can charge her burst really quickly. 34. Yeah, so that was already 5k more. So it does look like the Hydro Goblet is producing better damage overall. Let's go ahead and boost and do it again.
Gotcha.
52k. Oh my god. It's disgusting damage. Alright. Now we can get the burst going. 9. Couldn't really tell. It feels like her burst damage is staying about the same across the 2. But her E is definitely punchier with the Hydro Goblet. Which, let's see if that is intuitive to the... Yeah, because this is only... Wait, no. This is only 13.5% or 13.15% max HP, but her E is a higher percentage of HP. Interesting. You would think that like 8k difference would make her E punchier, not her burst. But her E definitely... I wonder if there's a cap in there somewhere. Interesting. So I definitely think, just based on what we're seeing, though, that I do need to go with a 2-2 set. I think a 2 HP, 2 Heart of Death might actually be the answer here. Because of how things seem to be shaping up. The amount of Hydros we've been getting recently, heartbreak. I, for one, love Hydro characters and think that they have been dealt largely a disservice in this game up until recently. So I, for one, am quite pleased with it. I don't know what you're going on about. Okay, so some Yoimiya attacks here. You know, one thing I haven't really been getting much from is just testing Vaporize for her E. Let's see. I don't think that crit. Let's try again. Hey, new subscriber Mulby. Hey, thanks. That's gonna wear off, isn't it? Maybe not.
Gotcha.
75k. Okay, that one was a crit. Oh god. Yeah, because her crit damage is pretty ridiculous right now, so that would make a lot of sense, right? Because I think she's like 250. Yeah, 256 with 70.9% crit rate in this build right now. That's a lot. That is so much. You love Hydros too, but you have none but the... Oh, okay, that makes sense. That sucks. Her blue dice is aesthetically pleasing to look at. Yeah, I agree. It's really cool. You want to roll Yelan, but you also want Yelan to step. Oh my god. Release a Hydro Mage, and you bet TH will get it. Oh, for sure. I mean, it's gonna be really hard for me to like a Hydro Mage more than I like Mona as a Hydro Mage, because she's already so good in that role. But if the character was like just like objectively based on being a damage dealer, then yeah, I think there would be, you know, an argument to make at the very least. All right, let's go down here, because there's usually some good enemies to beat on here at the bottom. I feel like she would make the Pyro Cube so easy. She seems really fun too. Probably. Yeah, I might want to go pick on the Pyro Cube and just see what happens. I do feel like Yoimiya wouldn't be a great option against the Pyro Cube, obviously. Saw a whale use Yelan and hit 50k per tick on burst. What the actual... What? Yeah, that seems like a lot of damage on the burst. Is Yelan good with Kazuha? So Kazuha, you know, is really, really good at enhancing the, you know, elemental damage of characters. So I would say yes. All right. Go ahead and just throw a shield up here just for that reason. All right. So let's go ahead and get some hydro weakening. Why not? Let's see how fast they go with the vaporize applications here. I mean, that's definitely doing some pretty good damage. Can't complain about the 14k applications from Yelan's burst on that. That wasn't bad at all.
Busted.
I do like that their shields don't really seem to do anything.
Take it easy.
So also I would like to point out something that is really cool about Yelan after this that I just noticed. I'm gonna have to wait a second until this thing's gone. So, you know, a lot of characters who have, you know, the ability to move really quickly in their E states do not allow you to generate stamina whilst in your E. But I am stam dumped right now and regaining stamina while using her E. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, usually they don't let you do that. So I don't know if they're going to change that. Hopefully they don't change that because that's really cool. My bet is that they'll change it, but hopefully not. Is Yoimiya good with Yelan? I think that Yoimiya can be really good with Yelan, depending on how you build your Yelan. I'm still trying to dial mine in. So compared to how mine was built at the beginning of the stream to now, my Yelan is a much better character than she was at the beginning, and I still have more dialing in work to do. I think I need to move her completely from the build that she's in right now into a 2-2 situation, because this is overkill. Like this, you know, the idea of getting the 25% elemental burst damage bonus is not really working right now because her ER is so bad. She's most of the artifacts, I don't even like, yeah, this one has, I think it hit it once. That doesn't have any, doesn't have any, doesn't have any, doesn't have any. So I'm not really being served much ER on this character right now, and as a result of that, her elemental burst is not getting a great return from it, and I think that I can get a lot more out of it. DJ Webb says, how good do I think Yelan is so far? I think Yelan has a great opportunity here to fully replace and do more damage than what you usually would get out of a character like Xingqiu. I think that she can replace him in the meta. And provide an E that does ridiculous damage all the while. So I think that that will be really good. Yanfei. Somebody just said, I think Yanfei would work really good with Yelan. I think you're right. I don't remember if mine even has any kind of useful items on her. Let's see if I've still got a build on her. She is sitting on 2-2. Let's see what her stats are. They're okay. I've seen better, but I've seen a lot worse too. She's sitting on a solar pearl that's R5, but I think I might have a weapon that I could give her that might function better for her. This one would probably be okay, but it will reduce her crit rate. This one will increase her crit damage, but again, will reduce her crit rate. I kind of don't want to just leave her with this for now. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to swap out Yoimiya for Yanfei to see what happens there. Just because I'm curious to see how Yelan's burst will interact with Yanfei, because I think that that actually could be really interesting. This could be a sneaky way of getting Yanfei into the meta, because she's also another character who's never really existed in it. Well, Vapo, so prob. Kind of late, but I'm gonna redeem this now. Jungly Gun, you Bennett, Gene. No, not right now. The whole point of the stream is to showcase Yelan. I can't do that right now. Let's see. Your Yanfei build is purely attack based, to be honest. No, it's actually not really anymore. Because I have removed like the attack focused items.
Gotcha.
The original build was absolutely attack focused. Okay, well, that was okay.
Game's up.
All right, well, let's do that. It's been a little while since I've used Yanfei. I gotta kind of see how to even do this again. Okay, I mean, we're seeing some vapors there, but these maybe weren't the greatest enemies to test this on. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to rebuild that again. Interesting. But I feel like, you know, like Yelan is a character, like you're gonna want to set her up to be used where you would normally use Xingqiu. And he's a character I've never really put a lot of use in. So maybe like even like taser comps could be really interesting with her. But instead of having, you know, only kind of mediocre damage from an E, you'll have a really punchy E instead. Let's get her burst back. It's gonna take a second here. Oh, I could have gotten a lot more if I had noticed these other enemies. Were they there the whole time? I don't even think they were.
Take it easy.
No, we'll get out of here with that. Ah, that wore off right as I was coming in to do that. All right, here we go. Let's get a lot more from that one, please. No, stop trying to punch me. All right, I'm gonna need one more. And then we'll try this again. All right. God, was that a 71k over there? That was a lot of damage. I'm not gonna waste this on this group because they're all pretty much dead now. I'll just finish them off with this then, I guess. Oh, he's got a vapor on him. Oh, that didn't really do that much damage. It was a shield, I guess. What happened there? That was weird. Oh, okay. Only her special shot does that big burst. That makes sense. I was kind of expecting it to go Ganyu style, but it didn't do that. Oh my god, just die, dude. That was really weird. Okay, so I've got the charge for her burst again. Let's try and see what I can pull up with this. Tank Fi is better shielder than Toma. Sag. Yeah. I mean, literally everything is better than Toma. I feel like you could dress Barbara up as Toma and she would be better than Toma.
Take it easy.
Like, come on, like, Toma's just terrible. That character's not useful at all. At least Barbara gives good heals and can give you thrilling tales of Dragon Slayer buff. Like, I feel like Barbara is a more compelling party benefit than Toma, and that's sad. All right, let's see. Yelan, Beidou, Yunjin, Kazu. That I could actually probably accommodate. And it probably will still work nicely. Let's see. Because my Beidou is built-ish. Unless I took everything off that character too. I can't remember if I've left equipment for that character or not, honestly. Yunjin does, like I said, she needs help. That character is not really going to do anything for this team. And this character is built to increase normal attack damage, which this team is not really built to do. So, I mean, like, Yelan will get the HP benefit from it, and we'll get some shields. But I don't think Yunjin's really ever going to be the choice for pairing Yelan. Even though, like, they both have that cross-elemental bonus, it doesn't really lean towards Yelan's kit, which is not really focused on normal attack damage. All right, so I feel like Yelan's kit is really meant for pumping out Vaporize from her elemental burst and her E, which is where, you know, crit stats are still going to be really handy. But then building a team around that concept is going to be where it gets tricky. All right, so let's see what she has. All right, she's got this weapon, and she has terrible, terrible artifacts at the moment. I think she's just got some Band-Aid artifacts thrown on her at the moment. I do need to actually throw her an Emblem of Severed Fate set, but, you know, in light of picking up Yanfei, or not Yanfei, but Yelan, I'm just going to take everything that my Xingqiu has on him and put on Beidou, because I don't think that I'm really probably going to use him for anything now. I don't really see that being a benefit. And I think he has a Hydro bonus goblet, though, and I don't think that will be very useful. Yeah, he does. So I need a different goblet for her. Probably something electro-focused if I have any that are loose. Let's see. I don't know that I have any that are just hanging around ready to go here. Oh, I do have this one on Traveler. And it's double crit stats. It's not even fully leveled up. That one actually has a lot of promise. And then I have this one, which is crit rate focused. So I think that'll probably work. Yeah, okay. That'll work. And she's got a lot of ER right now, I think.
If you ever want to trade
which is good. That's what you want with that set. Yeah. Almost 200 ER. Okay. Low crit damage, though. Very low crit damage. I would like to see better crit damage out of her. So I probably will still need to do some tweaking for this character, but it's better than she was. So can I make her level 80? For the love of God. Do I have it on? Yes, I do. Let's just go ahead and do that. This character has been like needing to be enhanced to level 80 for like the longest time. And I've been meaning to do it and been putting it off for a long time, and I have the materials on hand to do it, so let's just do it. All right, Beto, you're finally level 80. That took forever. Sorry, Beto. Okay. I do need to charge up her burst so that I can actually try and see what the... See, the thing about this team is going to be weird. Who's going to be my attacker? So, like, this is like a weird situation where I have no attacker in this team. Where, like, maybe Beto, I guess, but it doesn't really, like, I don't think she's going to be really all that set for that either. Her attack is so low.
If you ever want to trade tactics.
Even Yelan has higher attack than her. Yeah, this is going to be weird. Oh my God. Like, this character who's not even built has more attack than Beto. Oh my God. Actually, Kazuha has the highest attack. Interesting. Interesting. Well, we'll see. Let's see. I need to find some enemies to go beat on with this group, but I also need to charge up her burst, which doesn't have far to go. And with this ER, let's see. I mean, I guess yeah, it's not that great either. Nah, it's not great attack at all. That is horrible attack. Yeah. Give me her burst. Okay. Just die now. Yeah, that's definitely better than Beto was doing, that's for sure. And I think it would proc her burst a lot more. Yeah, I would say that Yelan's normal attack is so smooth. I would have to agree with that. I would fully agree with that. All right, so let's go ahead and throw that down. Weaken everybody. I'm not going to pop the other half of that because I don't want to. This is going to be a waste. Hey, that wasn't too bad, actually. But I feel like I need to fight a thicker enemy than this. This is like a waste of 2 bursts. Like a total waste of 2 bursts. Alright. Hey, 44k without much effort being put into that. Oh, I got most of Yelan's burst back from that. I need to find some enemies that aren't going to be like completely pathetic and die instantly. Okay, let's see. Where would be some good enemies to try with that I haven't already punked today? Probably in the chasm. There's all sorts of interesting stuff in the chasm that I could probably go and pick on. Or in Kanamiya, actually. There's lots of enemies in Kanamiya that might be good to test on, like the fish apps and stuff. One of her normal attack animations is apparently the same as one of the characters from Honkai. Really? Interesting. Do you think Yunjin has 2020 defense? Oh, yours. Yeah, that's a lot of defense. Oh boy, I'm definitely gonna need to change my Yelan to a 2-2 build. I can see it. I'm gonna definitely have to focus on that. I'm gonna take a look through after a few tests here and see if I have some pieces that might be worth trying. And we'll kind of... Oh, I did that way too early. My Beto game is so weak. I'd never use her. I gotta get some instincts for that character.
Busted.
Alright, 30k, not too bad with that. Let's get Beto's burst charge. Alright, somebody come hit me. Ah, I thought he was gonna hit me. He didn't. That was kind of annoying. Oh, God. Do these things... Oh, they do discharge your burst. I gotta not get hit by that crap. Thank you. There we go. And burst ready. And okay. We'll go ahead and throw these out too. Alright, so let's see what the taser ends up building up towards. It's definitely not bad. Let's see if it adds up okay. I feel like Vaporize works better than this. But I think the taser's already gone, yeah, so that sucks. I'm just more accustomed to Vapor builds. This is a weird team that has 2 counter characters. That's so awkward. Oh, I shouldn't have swapped characters so early. I cost Beto her energy recharge. I have no healer in this group too, which is also kind of... Dude, will you just die? God. Every time I tried to go and like attack him to finish him off, it just would hit me and interrupt me. That's super annoying. All right. Oh, there's nothing to go heal at down here. That's really super annoying. Back up to Inazuma for a moment. Your Chi-Chi's defense is a cursed number 1666. Oof. A little closer to her after her skill. Oh. I guess that would kind of make sense too, especially given the way they used her ability in the promotional materials too. I know a guy that is a certified Beidou main if you need some advice. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see myself using Beidou a whole lot, so I'm not real concerned about it. Usually when I need Electro, I just go straight to Raiden or Fischl. They're usually my go-tos for pulling Electro. Okay, so let's go back to economy again and fight something else. Should be a lot of enemies around here. Yelan and Yae. Okay, I could see where that might be interesting. Because it's a lot of off-screen damage, right? Maybe Miko might actually produce enough damage as an attacker to even put up okay damage. Like, I don't know that I'm digging the Beidou taser, just because I'm not really making good use of it with this comp. Just because like Yelan's normals aren't hydro, like triggering the hydros with her normals. Yeah, so let's toss Miko into the mix. I still think that Yunjin is a waste in this. I do. She's not really, yeah, she's not offering me really anything. I'm gonna toss in Zhongli again, because at least he's giving me a tenacity buff. She's not even built. She gives me nothing. And it's just not a good way to test a character. Alright, let's throw this down here really quick. Throw this up. Nope. Okay, well, they definitely died fast, but they're just some hilly trolls anyways, so they were always going to die fast. A couple more down here. That burst's gonna wear off really fast, but we got this guy over here. Okay.
Gotcha.
Oh my god, that does a lot of damage. I do like the instant charge of her, you know, her E when her passive is up. That's really cool. It's a nice feature. I also like that she just walks right through things shields. That is amazing. I definitely dig that as a feature of the character. Right, let's get Miko on the field again, and now burst. And let's see how this ends up working out. Let's see if this works a little bit better for triggering the taser effects. It definitely seemed to have dismantled those two enemies really quickly between her off-screen damage and her normals. So I think that worked better for producing consistent tasering than Beidou did, because I'm not relying on Beidou's burst. I'm just relying on Miko's off-screen production along with her normals. Now, we could also try Raiden for that, but because Raiden's E is totally broken anyways, and mine's triple tens, which would also give me a good normal attacker. So that might be another good way to try it. Although I would have to say that Yelan, it looks like Yelan also could be a ninja way at increasing Yae Miko's effectiveness, because Miko has been woefully ineffective since she came out too, which has been really sad for a lot of people. So this might be just a way that they were trying to make this character also more useful. Miko, man, she just... there's just other characters that kind of fill the role that she was providing better. But then with certain characters, she might actually make sense. Like, Yelan might actually make her make more sense. So, we'll see. But yeah, I do think I'm gonna need to, oh my god, that thing died in one hit. But I do think I'm gonna have to try a 2-2, what is it? Hydro to Millith for this and see what that will add, because right now the four piece is really not giving me much of anything. And I could probably get, if I have decent enough rolls, I could match this energy recharge without a 4-piece bonus or without a 2-piece bonus. So, and I could certainly improve her HP stat, which would increase all of her other damage, and give me more hydro bonus. So I think that right now, you know, at least with the really piddly ER rolls that I have on these pieces, like the 4-piece bonus is just kind of wasted. All right, let's get Miko's skills down here again and try this again. All right, so yeah, that definitely is. It definitely allows for consistent triggering of Yelan's burst. Like those things died really fast. I feel like I need to go and attack something that's a little thicker, just to see how it's really going to produce. Because that was working well enough, but I feel like it could still end up working better if I gave her something really meaty to shoot at.
Take it easy.
Come on with that. Get out of here. You know, you would think that that would do just a little bit more damage to this thing's ridiculous shield.
Busted.
He's just getting flung around everywhere. Go away. Yo, go away. Hey. All right. But yeah, you would think that charge shot would do a little bit more damage to his shield. You know, I find myself really wishing that, like, her charge shot would just one pop their dumb shields. It would really pay dividends of taking the time to make a charge shot from an archer character. Raiden's burst may instantly kill an enemy before you can even test it. And yeah, that's another thing, because my Raiden is not altogether infrequently producing bursts of upwards of 600,000 damage. So, like, my Raiden Shogun tends to be a character that I don't like to pair with people because she steals the show, right? Like, any character I usually pair with my Raiden Shogun just doesn't have a good showing because my Raiden Shogun is broken. So it kind of invalidates the testing, because it's like, well, why did I even pair her with her? Because it did not show or help to highlight the effectiveness of this character, because all it did was just highlight how good my Raiden Shogun is anyways. As a free-to-play Raiden user, 50 to 80k damage with Kazuha skill or burst makes me pretty happy. Yeah, I would have to say that that's definitely effective. All right. Yeah, I need to find something that's actually going to survive more than a couple of hits. So maybe some kind of a boss. I'm thinking we go over to Pyro Cube and see what happens over there. I think Pyro Cube might be a good one to test. And then after that, I might want to go and take a look at what kind of other artifacts I might have on hand that I could give a shot to with Heart of Depth and some other pieces. I do have some decent Heart of Depth pieces now that I'm thinking about it. I think sitting on my child, who I'm probably, let's be fair, like I've still not built my child after all this time. Like, I'm probably not going to. I just don't need him. Especially with, you know, Mona existing, Yelan existing, Ayato existing. Oh, actually, I think Ayato might have my pieces from my child. Interesting. I'm gonna have to look at that. And I'll have to see what kind of tenacity pieces I have, though, because I don't know that I have any really good tenacity pieces at all. Isn't one of the new sets also adding HP? I haven't been farming it, so I'd have to take a look at that, too. I'll have to look at that. All right. So let's go pick on the Pyro Cube here and see what happens. You hate Pyro Cubes so much because I have built no Hydras. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's see. So I know that my Mona Ayaka group makes really fast work of this. Like, this thing's kind of a joke with those characters. So we'll see what happens with this.
Right here.
All right, let's see. Oh, wrong character. Oh, where'd it go? Come here. Okay, so I haven't fought this thing in a little bit, but I definitely misplayed right away because I'm wasting her. Oh, maybe not. I'm still actually getting tags. Come on, don't outrange this. Come on. Okay, well, it could have been worse.
Gotcha.
That actually did do surprisingly. Oh, I shouldn't have tried to chase that. Yeah, I'm misplaying the shit out of this. It's all right. Okay, okay. I mean, she definitely popped that thing's shield really fast, so I'll take that as a win.
Take it easy.
Don't have any healing,
Right now,
but
right here, right now.
I don't know that I even really need it. Oh man, I didn't get the charge.
Quietly now.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna need to kill these. Oh, that one-shots those. That's pretty nice. Nice. Okay, that's really nice. It's hard to complain about that at all. Come on, come on, get it. Ah, I didn't get it before it popped. Oh, I still got her burst back though, so I'll take that. It's still kind of a win. Come on, get it, get it, get it. Oh. Yeah, so that basically deleted the pyro cube. I'm not gonna loot that, but yeah, once okay, I do think that maybe with a little practice with this group, this you know, just to like solidify like, you know, the mechanics of this group as it works, like that actually might be a compelling team comp. I need to burn up some resin, so you know what, let's oh, I do have an electro character. You know what, let's do some things that are usually kind of painful. No, not that, but I need to do my bosses for the week, so I'm gonna use some non-standard party here. I'm gonna stay with this group. I have no healer, so this might be really awful. God, it makes me want to drop Kazuha for Jean. Actually, I think I'm gonna do that because I think I'd rather have I think I'd rather have Jean than Kazuha. They both have Veritas and Venerer. At least I think she still has Venerer, doesn't she? Or did I remove that from her? I don't remember now. No, she doesn't. I never did build her with Venerer. I've been meaning to do that forever, but I hardly ever use her anymore. I need to do that. I need to rebuild her with Venerer. Interesting. So I need to get out there and like farm that. Whatever. I'll just take it like this. It'll be fine. Aether, you got Zhongli. You're good. I mean, Zhongli does make things better, but he's not like a guarantee if you take damage, you know, that you'll be okay forever. So there is that aspect to it as well.
Strike dead.
Trying to get Jean to give me some healing really quick so that I get everybody back up to... Oh, why am I not shielding? I'm not used to having Jean and Zhongli on the same team. I took so much damage that was completely unnecessary.
Pathetic.
All right, give me that. I definitely need to rebuild her with a Venerer setup.
Absurd.
All right, now I got the heal.
Hear me.
And I got that going. Oh, God.
Quietly now.
Okay, well, that's a mistake. Ow.
I will have
Totally misplayed that, too.
Land of eternity. Right here.
Okay, I need to go over here and see if I can beat this thing up really quick. Oh, no, it didn't matter. The shield aided anyways, so it's fine.
Evasion right now. Right here. This
Okay,
bond
well,
is
I did
eternally
no damage to her
superior.
before she triggered this stage, which puts me well behind my normal team
There
comp.
is no escape.
But, you know, I'm adjusting to a totally non-common build order for me. Alright, let's see. Let's get a shield back, or not a shield, but a heal back here. Oh, man, she's eating up my energy right now, too. I don't like that very much. I'll get behind her really quick. Oh, she ate it again. Why must you do this to me, Raiden? Why must you do this? Alright, I need to get Yelan first. That would really help.
Witness.
Alright. Okay, now I need Miko. Yeah, okay. Well, at least with Miko, I can charge that thing really easily. So there's that. Alright.
Right now. Right here.
My Jean still doesn't have a friggin' heal charged up right now. Oh, God, she keeps just eating my Yelan's burst, so I haven't even been able to test this yet. Ugh. This is super irritating. Alright, so you're gonna let me have a burst one of these days, Raiden Shogun? Or Puppet? God, this is gonna take forever if I can't get this burst. So I have done very little damage to her. This is weird. This thing would normally be dead by now. Alright. Well, I got that burst, so I need to hold that one. Yelan's burst is almost up. Alright, well, that's good timing, actually. That was not what I was trying to do. There we go.
Right here. Emerge.
Actually, let's go ahead and just throw this on it, too.
Right here. Right now.
Yeah, okay. That's adding up nicely. Okay, yeah, that definitely did add up nicely. So once you get everything kind of staged up, it did add up to quite a bit of damage really quickly. Okay, let's see if I can kind of keep her off her footing here for a second. That'll help. Alright. I went for the tap right as she disappeared. Let's see. How much damage does that do? About half. About. Stop teleporting away right as I go to kill you. Stupid puppets. Alright, well, let Zhongli do some damage. Where'd they go? Okay, the real one's just the only one back now. It's fine. Hoping to kill this before it recharges its damn puppet. Nope. I did not. Now I gotta bust the shield again. It's been a long time since I've had to do this twice. Like I said, there's a lot of interesting mechanic shifts here to get used to with a different party. Let's throw down some of that. Just get Yelan's burst back. That would be really nice. Okay. Let's see. Here comes this. Alright. We're good. We're good. We're good. Wonder if they're going to make all the Harbingers the domain battle. I mean, we're 2 for 2.
Right here.
I feel like whatever, you know, whenever our boy Scaramouche finally returns, that's probably what's going to happen. So I feel like he'll end up being a domain as well. For better or worse.
Eternity is in my hand.
Okay. Are we gonna get? Okay. I really need to stay off of Yelan for a second just to prevent her from losing her energy for no reason. I'm having such a hard time charging her burst right now because she has really low ER, which is not ideal at all. All right, come on, give me that. Oh, I still floored her energy again. God. This boss is really irritating for trying to build any kind of energy at all.
Gotcha.
Alright. Come on. Stay away from it for a second. That's not what I was trying to do.
Stabilize.
Right here.
Just get it out of its puppet state again. Alright. We're in business.
Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Emerge.
Yeah, she's not gonna last very long. Like, whenever you get her into this state, this combination is really deadly. Like, but it took me so long. Like, if I'd have come into this fight with Yelan already having an elemental burst charged, and then, you know, managed to keep it long enough to not ruin everything, then that probably would have been a lot faster. Let's try Ajdaha with this. Same group, probably. You know, Chi-Chi also might be an interesting character to try with this instead of Jean, just because then, you know, you get, like, frozen. Not obviously on Ajdaha, though. The real one whose attack has 2 slashes is an X, I think, unless I'm completely wrong. What are you talking about? Okay, let's see. Alright. Same group. I'm not going to change it. You want to try the new Archon quest? No, I don't even have to. I do really want to do it. I don't have time to do it tonight, though. Because I'm going to actually hang this thing up here shortly. All right.
It is time, Morax.
Let's
We
see.
settle this
Oh,
now.
yeah, I should have charged your damn elemental burst before coming into this. I really should have. Well, whatever. Too late now. Let's take that shield here and just make sure everybody's healthy.
Quietly now.
That does really good damage, man. 40k. Like, without, like, I don't even have a Viridis Inventor. I guess I had Tenacity, probably. But, yeah, that's solid damage for something that's just a quick tap. Definitely handy.
Gather.
Wait, what do you want to... I think I missed something there. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid some story spoilers there because I haven't played it at all yet. So I gotta be careful about that stuff.
Order.
Do watch your spoilers.
Emerge. Right now.
All right. All right. That'll probably get me close. I don't want to use it on this state though, because it's almost into the next one. Yeah, usually I would come into this with an elemental burst pre-charged just to make it easier on me, but I didn't do that. Mistakes were made. All right, but I should cut through the second state now, so I'm not too worried about that. He's gonna transform, and then yeah, the second one will go really fast.
Witness your reckoning.
I thought that for some reason I was thinking that the play that all their names were based on was Italian. I think I'm pretty sure that was an Italian play. Andy, the Fuhrer of Doors.
Right here.
What do they do? I wonder if they're Italian.
For 1,000 years back.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely busted him through that state really fast. Let me heal up everybody. I kind of went through that state faster than I imagined, and then stood there and got damaged afterwards. For anyone that doesn't know, no story discussion, spoiler stuff, or one, yeah, that is generally the way the spoiler embargo works. All right, let's get back in there. I got a shield. Let's make sure I got some heal opportunities while I'm at it. Come on, Gene, get out of there. All right, well, I got the benefit from that. I got a Zhongli shield.
Right now. Quietly now.
Definitely not gonna get her burst back fast. I keep doing that backwards. I need to do that the other way every time. Like charge hit, then E, because her E can trigger her charge hit to just come back, which it just did.
Stabilize.
Emerge. Right now.
I mean, this is working okay. I do think that Miko and Yelan have some nice synergy. They definitely, like, they trigger the whole taser thing nicely in a way that, like, I'm not really accustomed to because I don't usually build taser comps, but I think that this is working. I think if I, you know, spend some time actually working on, like, perfecting the mechanics of it, I might actually, you know, do better with it. But, yeah, it doesn't seem to be going bad. Let's I'll take it over to what is it? Freaking Senora really quick too. All right, oh my god, I thought it was the only wait, what? Oh no, yeah, C3. No, that is everywhere. Mostly because a lot of people don't necessarily just go through the story right away. But yeah, it's all good, man. Don't worry. If you didn't know, you didn't know. It's all good. It's all good.
You're trembling.
All right.
Is
so
it the
let's
cold
see.
or just cowardice?
I think I already have her burst ready to go, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get an attack speed bonus here and blast it right away.
Right here. Emerge.
Just making sure to throw some normal attacks in between those just to make sure that the placements went down. But yeah, I mean, pretty much just tasered through the entire first cycle of Senora's health pool without any problem at all. So that's pretty nice. All right, let's thaw out really quick here. I do like having ranged characters for this character, or to fight her, because you can just snatch these and shoot it really fast.
Take it easy.
All right. One to go. Trying to not be frozen. Of course, that one's on the other side. Got it. All right. All right. So, I mean, I feel like if I had more ER, Yelan would be kind of dumb because then like her burst would just be constantly up. So I do feel like that's something I do need to perfect for the character. Like I need to try to get around 140 ER like I had originally, and then I could see, you know, at least a fairly regular return on her elemental burst, which would be really nice. All right, let's see.
Busted.
Just outrange it here for a second. You're gonna go. Okay, she's not doing it yet. It's fine. Too early. Damn.
Quietly now.
That'll probably give me
Not every
burst
wound
back.
will heal.
Okay. Just go ahead and shield up. Grab some attack speed real quick. And let's do it.
Emerge. Ha. Right now.
And okay, yeah, I'm gonna taser right through her again, I think. Yeah, I mean, it adds up quick. Definitely adds up quick. See if I can get her before she goes into the tornado. Nah, I didn't get it quite before she went into tornado.
No more games.
My Ayaka team usually, I can kill this. I can kill her before she ever actually does tornado pretty consistently. But I feel like, again, this is one of those things where, like, I could probably, like, if I had Venerer on Jean, If I had her in the correct 2-2 build, I feel like that's going to be the better way to go.
Embrace
I was thinking
your
that,
reckoning.
you know, a full 4-piece energy set was going to be the way to go for her, but maybe, I mean, I guess you do need to have a lot more ER than I presently have on her to really
Nothing lasts
get the
forever.
goods out of that.
Gotcha. I never asked.
So it's really just a matter of having not enough energy recharge on her. Now, if I were to use like Elegy or something, that's actually a really good gladiator flower. Nice. But yeah, if I were to have like, if I were using Elegy or something like that, I would pick up a lot of energy recharge, and maybe then the 4-piece set might actually be a better option at that point. But for now, I don't really necessarily think that's the way to go. Cheer 500. Here's the TH being chat. Thank you. All right, let's see. All right, so I went through all of those. I think that the character definitely works well enough the way it is now. So the definitive answer from the beginning of the stream, which was, is it enough? The way it was built before? No, it was not. Now she's definitely putting up much better numbers. I think the real trick is going to be building a team that really maximizes the effectiveness of this character. Vaporize is really good with her. I'm thinking teams that have Pyronado around or Yoimiya around are really going to see very effective damage production from her through the merit of the vaporizes. I think Taser works really nice. As you can see, like the bosses die pretty fast with Miko and Yelan running through that way. But I do want to try a 2-2 set. So if you take anything away from this, if you are working towards a build for a Yelan, or if you're considering getting Yelan and then building her, hydro damage and HP are what you want. So if you haven't started farming artifacts for her, I would go 2-2. I would go 2-piece tenacity, 2-piece heart of depth. I think is going to be the way to go. Just based on what we've seen so far, those were the stats that impacted her the most. Unless you don't, like, say for instance, you don't have access to good crit stats and you have Elegy for the end and you're not using it, then you could probably still go 4-piece Emblem of Severed Fate, because then you'd have a lot of energy recharge and you'd actually get good returns from that, but you're not going to get as good a damage from the E. So you kind of have to, you know, balance there. Can I show the build again? You missed it. Yeah, actually, yeah, that's what I was going to do, is like a closing statement. So right now she is in 4-piece Emblem of Severed Fate. It's not ideal. But what this set is doing is giving me good stats. I have 70% crit rate, 250%, 256% crit damage, only 130 energy recharge essentially, and 46.6% hydro damage bonus. So right now, this is where she's at. She's working really well because she has 32k HP and good crit stats. That is what's elevating her to the point she's at right now. So what I would say is, if you have not yet farmed artifacts, 2-2. Go 2-piece tenacity, 2-piece heart of depth. You do want to use an HP sands. The HP sands made a huge difference. I would say of all the pieces that I swapped around tonight, that was the one change that made the biggest difference, was the HP sands. You don't want attack sands. Attack sands is only going to impact her normal attacks. And probably, oh, I don't even know if that even has really an impact on her E. So, the HP sands has a big impact in both her elemental burst and her E damage. So, attack sands is a no-go. You want HP sands. Big difference. However, when I went to HP Goblet, it did not work as well. So you don't want that. You want Hydro Goblet. So HP Sands, Hydro Goblet, 2-piece Heart of Depth, 2-piece Tenacity of the Melith, I think is going to be the way to go. I need to spend some time farming up some of those pieces. I think I have some, I do think I have some Heart of Depth pieces that I could quickly swap up to. But it's going to be a big matter of whether or not I'm going to be giving up too much stats, because I will not take pieces from Mona. That's a non-starter for me. My Mona took me way too long to get to the state where she's at now, where she's pumping out 80k charge damage or 80k charged attacks with a vaporized comp, like I'm not messing with her. She's gonna stay the way she is. Why is that on albedo? All right, so that's already a good piece that I could give to her right here. Better if it had energy recharge. That one. This piece is not even being used on a character right now. So that is an amazing piece that I have available for her in Heart of Depth that I can already claim. This, I actually might. Let's see what I have for Heart of Depth over here too. I don't have any loose ones, it doesn't look like. Wait. Am I... What's going on here? Is this real? There's no way. Okay, I do have one with crit rate and crit damage. Here's crit rate with crit damage. I have a lot of these that have crit rate with crit damage on it, but none that have... Let me enhance this and see if it picks up crit rate. If it picks up crit rate, that would be pretty ridiculous. Yeah. Let's see. If this picks up crit rate, I'm going to be pretty happy about that. Maybe I've just never gotten any crit damage ones with crit rate. Nah, it didn't. So this one's not going to be the way to go. So I'll probably have to try to get her other two-piece from something else. Let's see what I actually ended up with in terms of stat numbers now. 70%, 262.6 with 140 energy recharge. So that one swap was already a big increase. I went up 10, 11 points of ER basically, and a few points of crit damage. So that is already... Like, this already will help to stabilize her quite a lot. This actually might increase her elemental burst damage from the 4-piece bonus that I'm currently sitting on already, just from that one change. So that was actually a good note, because, you know, I had the opportunity there to select a different off-piece because I was really lucky with this one. So that was a really good swap. I still, you know... I highly suspect that swapping to even 2-piece Emblem of Severed Fate, 2-piece Heart of Depth, will still, like, I feel like the added Hydro bonus damage might offset for this, at least close enough to where it doesn't matter, but I'm going to have, like, I definitely don't have tenacity pieces that are going to be worth it. I know it. Because I just haven't farmed that domain a lot. I do have this one on Zhongli. I don't really want to steal that from him. This one is not really leveled. This one could be good if it picks up crit rate. This one could be good if it levels, but I want more crit damage, so I'm really more inclined to try to pull like or artifacts like this, because this is a good artifact, but I'm not taking it from Zhongli. Like, I'm not willing to do that. So I'll probably have to farm some pieces to make this work. This one, I'll have to level. This one could be good if I level it and it picks up crit damage. We'll see. But this is where it's going to get complicated. It's probably going to take me several weeks to maximize this, since I'm changing so many different pieces. Yeah, see, this one didn't really pan out already either. Let me unlock that one because I'm never going to use that. This one, if it picks up crit damage, could still work. It doesn't have ER. But if it picks up crit damage, then it could still be still end up being worth it. Yeah, that one's not going to be worth it. So let's take that. Hit ER. No crit damage, so I wouldn't end up using that either. Oh, this one actually could end up being really good if it picks up crit rate. Please pick up crit rate. That would be amazing. Let's just go ahead and use one of those artifacts that I just banked, or just unlocked, rather. Where are they? It wasn't any of those, was it? Well, there was this one, which I already don't like. So yeah, let's just, oh, that one's not unlocked. So they should be much higher up. That was what the problem was. Whatever, let's see. Oh, that hit a double. Well, it hit it 2 times, so at least I made a benefit from it. But it didn't give me anything useful. Okay, so that'll really not end up working either. This piece is a non-change for sure. This piece is probably a non-change because that's a ridiculous artifact that I've had around for a while. That actually used to be on my Mona. So it's going to take me a little while to farm up some pieces that I could replace this, as you can see. But 2-piece Heart of Depth, 2-piece Tenacity of the Millilith is, I think, what's going to be the way to go. I'm going to be working on doing that. So, like I said at the beginning of the stream, if you were looking for the is it enough? No, it wasn't. It was not enough. I needed to change to an HP Sands, which I have since done. That made a huge difference. This 4-piece bonus actually might be a bit better than it was now that I have gained about 11 points of energy recharge than it was when I started. I actually do want to go and quickly pick on some kind of enemy just to see what that's doing by comparison. And now that I'm in the 140 range, I might actually get her elemental burst back a bit more reliably, which would be nice. And then after this, I am going to wrap up the stream because I actually really wanted to wrap this stream up like an hour ago or almost an hour ago. Here's the enemies I wanted to get into. I think Vaporize or Taser are obviously going to be the way to go with this character. That's not different from Xingqiu. So if you're used to using him, I feel like she pretty much fits in the same niche as he does. Right now, I just want to get the elemental burst charged. Please stop killing me. Let me throw a shield here. There we go. God, this does a lot of damage. Kazuha would definitely be nice there. God dang, that's so much damage. All right, so I got her burst back already. All right, 10k, non-weakened as well. Yeah, I mean, it's very consistent 10ks. That's not bad at all. That really wasn't bad at all. I still think I can increase it more. I think this is a lot more stable than it was. I think that there's still room for improvement. So that I can get her really to the point where I think that she's going to become probably my most used Hydro character. I think she's already at a point where I will probably use her more than Ayato, but my Ayato was never really finalized. I started working on preparing for her once they announced her, and then I kind of stopped working on trying to improve his equipment. He's around here somewhere. There he is. So he has a 4-piece Heart of Depth set, which, I mean, he's got some okay pieces, not anything like amazing. This one is not bad. It's got a lot of crit damage. It's got ER but low crit rate. This one has both and ER, but it's attack, so that won't serve her. This is just not a good Hydro Cup. This is his off piece. So yeah, he doesn't really have anything that I would really be willing to take and give to her either. So his build is not in jeopardy at the moment. His stats individually are not bad. He does okay, but he could be a lot better. Whereas I feel like she's already going to outserve him, at least in terms of, builds right now. It doesn't work if you don't have electricity or fuel for fire. Yeah, I would agree with that. Anyways, yeah, I think that's gonna about wrap it up for the stream tonight. Thanks for being here, guys. I do appreciate it. I appreciate the continued support of the channel. I have another video, obviously, because I'm doing Sunday releases every week. I've got another one coming up for this week that I'm already working on a bit. So hopefully that'll still happen on Sunday without a problem. I've been trying to, stabilize that as best I can at the detriment of my stream regularity. But, that's just how it be sometimes. We are coming up on the 2-year anniversary of the channel. I haven't decided if or what I'll do for that yet, but that's coming up in about 20 days, 2 years. Big milestone, I think. If you guys have any suggestions for things I should do for the 2-year anniversary of the channel, I'd love to hear about that over on Discord or in the comments on this stream. Let me know if you have any ideas, and I'll consider them for sure. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here because I need to get to bed. I got some stuff I need to do in the morning. But thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for supporting the channel. Hopefully you learned something about Yelan, and hopefully I was able to answer some questions if you guys had anything that you were thinking about as far as her builds and all that stuff are concerned. Anyways, I gotta get out of here, guys. Have a great night. Eat the paimon and also cake and stuff. Have a good night, guys. Bet you thought that was gonna be the only cake. It wasn't. There's a lot more cake. Cake is good.